Son, and Holy Spirit, one triune God. Good morning, everyone. And this is a new attempt by the Northeast American Diocese. We are initiating a video ministry generally for the benefit of the faithful of the Northeast American Diocese. We also hope that this will be beneficial for the faithful outside the jurisdiction of the Northeast American Diocese. Through this ministry, we are attempting to give a brief talk on a selected topic once every month. So this one is going to be our first talk, and we hope this will be really helpful to reach out to public at large. For this month's topic, as the first topic, we decided that we will have a discussion or a general talk on the social media and its influence on us. Social media has been in our attention for the past few years. Within the past few years, we have seen the proliferation of the social media in the midst, not only among the younger generation, but even in the older people. We see the influence in a positive and negative way. We see Facebook, Twitter, and different kinds of social media platforms are being used by millions or even billions of people, and now it has come to a stage where it is practically impossible for us to live without an access to the social media. So now it is time for us to reflect on the whole topic of social media, and generally we tend to think that it is good. There is a general division, there is a clear division among the people. There is a strong supporters of social media, and there are also strong people with strong opinions against social media. And as far as I am concerned, I don't see it as neutral, but then also I see it all depends on how we use it. Social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and several other platforms are really helpful if we use it properly. It allows us to connect with a lot of people around the world. It helps us to connect with our friends and relatives who are separated by distance. But at the same time, it also allows us to distort news. It allows us to spread gossip. It allows us to humiliate people or take vengeance, or even there is a word for cyberbullying. And all these are possibilities, either to use it for good use or to bad use. But when we look at it, we have to remember that every technological step forward has created its own tension, whether it is printing press, whether it is television, radio, telephone, or whatever communication media. Whenever it was developed, it created a big tension among the people. When printing was invented, it was always a worrisome for the people who were the custodians of the knowledge. Printing made information accessible to the people at large. Now the same thing is happening with the development of social media and internet. With social media, news proliferation has been liberated from the control of the people or the tycoons or the industry who used to control the television or newspaper or the other broadcasting services. Through internet, it is possible for an ordinary person to reach thousands or even millions of people, and that itself gives a sort of power. But with any power, it also comes with responsibility. Any power comes with responsibility. And we also see that people use this ability to spread news or communicate being used very recklessly. And that is where our responsibility lies. especially as Christians who believe and affirm that we are the images of God. We are created in the image of God. Our responsibility lies primarily with the idea that we are image of God. So that faith or article of faith we have as we are the image of God also gives us that responsibility to behave in a divine manner. And behave in divine manner includes our social media behavior. So when we think in terms of using Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, remember that we are using it as the images of God. People experience, or people should be able to see us as the image of God. And also we have to remember that even though we may be communicating with people thousands of miles away, the media and the internet and these kind of platforms has shortened or eliminated the gap we used to have between people. And now because of that, these platforms of social media also makes possible for people to see as we project in through these medias. And that projection should be something that we are, which is the image of God. And when you think about that, so as people who are active in different platforms of social media, it is time for us to reflect, are we behaving as images of God, or image of God in us or in which we are created? Is it possible for us to behave in such a way through social media? And for what purpose are we using social media? So that is something we really have to think seriously. And also we have to remember social media or the communication tools the modern technology has placed at our disposal is not a substitute for real human relationship or human values. This could be used to enhance human life, to enhance the value systems we believe in, and to enhance our divine relationship. We can help other people in their spiritual journey, in their ultimate journey towards God. And at the same time, if we abuse these media, it is also possible for us to mislead people, abuse people, and at the same time destroying ourselves. So the entire point is how you want to use it. And remember, use of social media is not something you cannot control. You have to remember, you are the ones who are using social media, not the other way around. You don't want to let your decisions, your emotions controlled by how many likes you got, how many followers you have on Twitter, or how many comments you are able to get. You have to remember that your idea of self-worth comes from your relationship with God. Your belief that, or your faith that you are created in the image of God. So my humble request to my friends who are listening to me is that please do not let the social media use you, but you use the social media and have an enriching, wonderful experience through the social media. May God bless you all. Thank you.